The Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history. Explore your land. Explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital. Always there for you. Call 949-6066.
But I do have some questions.
There are more questions than answers.
Cayman Islands' foremost listeners participation program.
Talk today.
What's on your mind, Cayman? If you're ready to talk, we are ready to listen. Discussing current events and local news, community spotlights, hot topics, listener stories, cultural and historical discussions, environmental issues, fun and lighthearted topics, guest interviews. Cayman, basically anything you want to talk about, we are ready to listen. Here's your guest host.
Coming up next on Talk Today, we're going to have Open Line. Yes, tell us what's on your mind. Stay with me. Be right back.
Talk Today is reminding you
to avoid any statements or comments which are abusive, derogatory, malicious, or defamatory. Do not use indecent language or make any statement that is false or misleading. Call 1-800-534-8255, 949-6990. 949-8037 or WhatsApp us on 925-3261.
And now, back to Talk Today.
Well, good afternoon, and welcome to Talk Today, your lunchtime chat room. I'm Charles Glidden. Glad you could join me. Seems like everyone's been enjoying the change of weather. It's been nice indeed, and the winds have died down today, but the temperature is still relatively cool when you compare it to an average day in Cayman. And people are saying hurricane season is over. Yep. Ran into quite a few people who've got that idea, because once that cold front comes down, that's indeed a good sign. Even Brian Norcross, he's a long-time renowned weatherman. On his Facebook page, he puts up a map that of the Atlantic basin, which includes the Caribbean, and it mirrors the National Hurricane Center map that they have for their 7-day outlook, and he'll put things on it just like how they would, saying no tropical development expected within the next 7 days, 10 days. And his latest one now, his latest map that Brian Norcross has up, says no tropical development is expected until further notice. So he's feeling kind of pretty confident there about the hurricane season coming to an end. And even more importantly, my wife says hurricane season is over. Yep. So that settles it. It's done. But of course, officially, we still have 18 days? 18 days left in the season. And people in Florida, they were kind of freaking out up there too, because it got really cold in especially up in northern Florida. I saw Tallahassee, where I went to school at FSU. That was like 24 degrees. And it's not Thanksgiving yet. That is kind of freaky to have it so cold this early in November. The iguanas were dropping out of trees. That's something that happens. It would be nice if that happened here. I think, what is it? You got to get down below 40 or something like that. Iguanas, they just go to sleep and fall out of the tree. Then we could go pick them up, do what we have to do with them. But yeah, they were all over the place in Florida. People putting stuff on social media with memes about the iguanas dropping out of the trees. And looks like maybe the start of a serious winter. I guess we'll be getting more cold fronts if they've already started coming down here and temperatures dropping so low this early on in the season. Well, a lot of people in the Cayman community are mourning the deaths of Alexander Worm and his daughter Serena. They tragically lost their lives in an airplane crash in South Florida while taking relief supplies to Jamaica. Apparently, they had made several flights to Jamaica with supplies, and on this flight, things went all wrong. I was watching the Miami station on TV, watching the news there, and I saw the report about this plane crashing, and it was on its way to Montego Bay, I think it was, with relief supplies. No connection to Cayman was mentioned, of course. And then I saw people posting things on social media. I didn't know of Alexander Worm's work here. I never became aware of that, but apparently a lot of people have a lot of feelings for him. There people have been on social media mourning his tragic demise there and paying tribute to his good works. Apparently, he was one of those people that did his work truly for the sake of helping others, and not seeking a lot of publicity, because I had never really heard of him before. But a lot of people have been praising the work that he had done. Both he and his daughter, who was apparently following in his footsteps. So, salute to Alexander Worms and Serena Worms there. Do we have a caller? Yep, we do have a caller. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today. Hello.
Yo, Ibanks, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Good, very good. Enjoying this beautiful Christmas breeze already, like you say.
Yeah, man.
A little earlier than normal, but it's beautiful, and it's great to get a relief from all the hot conditions in previous months. And hopefully this also signals the end of the Atlantic hurricane season, especially in the Western Caribbean.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully that's the case, and we pray for that. God continued blessing and protection, and also pray for the people of Jamaica as they recover, and Cuba as well, and others who have been impacted this year so far. I want to associate myself with some of the comments you made, about the pastor and the missionary and his wife.
Uh-huh.
It's really sad. And also so many other bereaved families in Cayman as well over the last several months, Chalo, I'm calling about, I know you're a very established PR and newsman for years or for decades.
Don't make me sound too old. Go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
And I just want to ask your opinion on whether you think, Chalo, there may be the time may have come for some kind of code of responsible journalism to be put in place where journalists, especially those on social media, but journalists in general, but especially those in social media, where a lot of activities taking place now, should be bound and registered by some kind of code of responsible journalism that also has sanctions for breaches. I mean, I know there's a civil sanctions or civil remedies for libel and slander and stuff, but I think that I just want to get your opinion, because I think certainly people are taking tremendous liberties.
Sometimes I just have to scratch my head when you read something, and then there's this rush to be first with, and a lot of times people don't take the time to double check. I hear what you're saying. It's it's a sort of double-edged sword, isn't it?
It is. I mean, I'm not talking about censorship or
Right.
or crushing free speech, but I'm also trying to suggest that responsibility is what I'm trying to focus on.
Yeah.
Because I think with any kind of liberties, you also have responsibilities. And I'm just worried that some of this stuff is getting out of control, and there's no sanctions that individuals can have without having incurred tremendous legal costs. But if it was something that, it could become a criminal offense based on certain, checks and balances, it might deter people from being taking so much
So
liberties.
you're actually
reckless.
talking about a codified standard that is a law?
Definitely, and some kind of penal code sanction, because, we have people are being destroyed, in the media and social.
Yeah, you mean like so when they just put up and said like this guy did this thing, and there's no corroborating evidence or anything that they actually did it.
I mean, you have to be able to prove it, right? You got to be able
Yeah.
to prove it, and you got to find a source and all that. But if people are registered, I know years ago, you probably remember this. Years ago, I think when Honorable Truman Bodden was leader of government business, this was probably in the early 80s. I think they had something where the registration of
Yeah, or there was
journalists,
you had
it was kind of controversial. Remember that?
in what you call the masthead in a newspaper or magazine. You had to publish the editor
Yeah.
and
Right.
all the principal people involved in that publication. So people would know who to sue if there was, It's a tricky question, though. I mean, I can see if there's some kind of journalistic association, and that if you want to be a part of that association, then you have to live up to certain standards, certain journalistic standards. I'm a little weary when we start talking about legislation that governs journalism.
I
Because where does it stop? How far does it go?
Right.
And social media, I mean, that is so hard to control.
I hear what you're saying about the association and the societies. That's all good, but that's also the good people are the ones who are involved in those things for the most part, and those are the ones who are complying. Those who will not join those kind of societies or associations are those that are the ones that are rogue in many cases, and so it doesn't matter to them whether they're a member of that or not.
Right.
For example, there are certain organizations on the island, for example, Chamber of Commerce, or they used to have something called a Better Business Council, which got started or initiated when I was manager of Chamber of Commerce, and it was meant to encourage, better business, like how you got a Better Business Bureau. But because it wasn't any sanctions, you could be a bad business person and not be a part of that bureau or council, and it means nothing. But if you had some kind of criminal or penal sanctions that could be imposed for proven breaches, then people would think twice about, being reckless or taking these liberties. So I just put it to you because I know you're a newsman and you.
Well, I mean, there's already a means for defamation and libel and all those sort of things. In there's civil, as you mentioned, remedies for that. Of course, not everybody always has the means to go after a publication, whether it's social media or a physical one.
That's my point.
If they're accused or something, or they're mentioned in a bad way, and they're totally innocent of what is going on, sometimes they don't even realize that they can take an action.
But it's nothing personal, but I see it emerging, and I just want
I know what you mean.
to ruminate on,
Yeah, and sometimes it's almost done to shame people, or you just say, oh, this person did this thing, and there's nothing there to back it up or whatever. It's just this proclamation against this person.
Right. Exactly.
And again, social media is so tricky because sometimes the server's not even here in Cayman. The website's not here in Cayman. It's
right.
But at times it seems to be out of control and go too far. And again, sometimes people, and social media, there's this rush to be first, and you're not double checking your facts. You're not. You're just taking information coming from the general public. And you know what they say about eyewitnesses, right? You have 10 eyewitnesses to something, you got 10 different stories.
Yeah. And I don't want to take a mole to kill a mosquito, but at the same time, if everybody would live by the golden rule, you do unto others as you want to do unto you, the world would be a better place, but people are not doing that. So you resort then to laws and sanctions and whatnot. So it's all about striking a balance, but I just wanted to put it out there for discussion, for rumination, and I put it to you because you were one of the best news people that I know, so I thought you would have views that you do have, and I'll leave it for you for the...
Yeah, I'd say I hear what you're talking about, having some kind of legislation, but then how far do you take it, and who knows what government you will have 10 years from now that wants to make amendments to that goes too far.
Yeah.
And the precedent is already set that you have this.
Critical, the fine line, critical balance.
Yeah.
Like I said, my ending salvo would be with liberty is also responsibility.
Exactly. Respect and responsibility. Well, thank you for calling.
The opportunity to share those thoughts.
All right. You take care. Have a good afternoon.
God bless. Take care.
We have to take a little break here. Stay with me. I'll be right back.
Big news at Cayman Airways. We've added more flights to Miami and airfares start from just $80 US each way plus taxes. You heard that right. This fare is less than the taxes and fees. Whether you need a day trip or an afternoon flight on a Friday, Cayman Airways has you covered for that Miami trip with fares as low as $80 US each way. Some conditions apply and these cheap seats are limited, so hurry and book your seats today at CaymanAirways.com. More flights, more trips, more Miami with Cayman Airways.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning.
Ouch!
When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
The annual Rotary Sunrise Flea Market this Saturday at the Lions Center, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Value bargains galore, electronics, KitchenAids, appliances, the little thing that fits the spot. The annual Rotary Sunrise Flea Market, set up at 6 a.m., gates open at 7 a.m. Everything under the sun. Free parking, free entrance. Get your legendary Lions Club breakfast on the fly. Rotary Sunrise Grand Cayman, NPO number 324. Rotary, unite for good.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Starting January 1, 2026, the minimum wage in the Cayman Islands will increase to CI $8.75 per hour. This change is designed to ensure fair pay and to support workers across the islands. Whether you're an employee or an employer, it is important to understand how this adjustment affects you. Learn more about the new rate, how it's applied, and what it means for your workplace by visiting gov.ky/DLP or email minimumwage@gov.ky.
The 6:15 Weather Report, Monday through Friday, is proudly sponsored by CG Britcay. Insurance, health, pensions, life, where people come first.
This December, the Cayman Islands Holiday Tradition is back. Starting December 1, it's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week of non-stop Christmas music on Christmas Breeze 105.3 FM. From timeless classics to island holiday favorites, we'll keep your season merry and bright all day, all night, all Christmas. Christmas Breeze 105.3 FM. Because nothing sounds more like Christmas than the breeze.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Yes. What is on your mind? I want to know. And that was an interesting proposal there to have, some kind of regulations or legislation governing things that the media reports, or rather how it is reported. And I guess it's especially how it affects individuals. Well, today's one of those days of disappearing guests. Thought we had some guests lined up here, but that didn't pan out. So it's just you and me. Pick up the phone, give me a call. Let me hear what's on your mind. 1-800-534-8255. That's compliments of Flo. And you can also give us a call on 949-80-37, 949-6990. Or, if you like that, WhatsApp number is 925-3261. And let's see here, got a little message here on WhatsApp right now. And this is requesting birthday greetings going out. This is to Olive. And Olive, birthday greetings from your sisters Myrtle and Maxine. Wishing you have a great day, Olive. Enjoy it. Enjoy your birthday all the way. And if you remember, or even if you don't remember, yesterday we got a call from a lady who was talking about her frustrations with a neighbor who has been running his house off of portable generators, I guess the portable ones, because she said they're very noisy, for over 5 years now. I think she said 5 years and 9 months. Now, if you've ever had a portable generator, or your neighbor has one, you know how loud that can be. And apparently this is going like, I guess, 24/7. I don't know how much money they spend on gas. Because those things are the most fuel efficient ever. So she said that she had, she and her neighbors have tried all avenues to have something done. The police, their MP, planning authority, all to no avail. This person has just been running generators for close to 6 years now and driving them crazy. They can't open their windows. They can't go outside to enjoy the patio. Or and actually she lived in a condo complex, and this person lives in a house very nearby. And, she says you can't even go enjoy the pool. You can't go outside and just enjoy being outside because of the noise of these generators. And, they're like their wits' end of what they're going to do, and have been able to get no resolution to this from, authorities. So I checked with a friend of mine at CUC, because I was thinking that there was something about, CUC being the exclusive distributor of electricity in Grand Cayman, and people not being able to have sources of generation of electricity generation other than if you were part of that solar program where you actually are connected to the CUC grid. So I asked my friend at CUC about it, and he texted me back, and he said, residents are legally allowed to operate off the grid. It is when they choose to interconnect that certain requirements exist. Sounds to me like this guy can do this. But good God, how can it be legal for him to disturb, the peace like that with generators that are... It's one thing if, you're out in the bush someplace and you're out there by yourself and you want to hear generators going 24/7. But when you're interfering with the peace of other people, and if they're in an apartment complex, that's a lot of people, plus the other people in the neighborhood. Don't they have a right to enjoy a peaceful environment rather than one that is, got diesel or gas generators going 24/7, making life really miserable? There has to be something somewhere that says you can't do that. You can't disturb other people's peaceful life, 24/7 just because you don't want to connect to CUC. There's got to be some kind of regulation or law someplace that can resolve that. And even though they have sought, help from the authorities and can't seem to get any place, there seems to be like something that can be done to help those people. It's time for a break. We'll be right back.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Big news at Cayman Airways. We've added more flights to Miami and airfares start from just $80 US each way plus taxes. You heard that right. This fare is less than the taxes and fees. Whether you need a day trip or an afternoon flight on a Friday, Cayman Airways has you covered for that Miami trip with fares as low as $80 US each way. Some conditions apply and these cheap seats are limited, so hurry and book your seats today at CaymanAirways.com. More flights, more trips, more Miami with Cayman Airways.
Wouldn't it have been grand if you had purchased land 30 years ago? It may not be 2020, but a perfect vision has never been more clear. Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, poised for growth with an eye on the future. Your land, your history, your future. Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
Attention students and parents, are you ready to explore incredible opportunities for your education? Visit the 2025 North American Boarding School Fair, Tuesday, November 18th at the Marriott Hotel from 6 to 8 p.m. This is your chance to meet with representatives from top boarding schools across the U.S. and Canada. Discover the right school for your future. Sign up today at bettywalker.com. That's BEDIWALKER.com. Don't miss the North American Boarding School Fair, Tuesday, November 18th at the Marriott Hotel.
Starting January 1, 2026, the minimum wage in the Cayman Islands will increase to CI $8.75 per hour. This change is designed to ensure fair pay and to support workers across the islands. Whether you're an employee or an employer, it is important to understand how this adjustment affects you. Learn more about the new rate, how it's applied, and what it means for your workplace by visiting gov.ky/DLP or email minimumwage@gov.ky.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. And Heritage Days are in progress. I think the action is at, let me get this program up here. Boddentown. Boddentown is the place to go today for your Heritage Day activity. And Georgetown is tomorrow. And then East End will wrap things up on the 14th there. We had a caller on WhatsApp, but it seems like we disconnected. If you were making a call on WhatsApp, please call back again. We can have a little chat here, see what's on your mind. I want to remind you of a meeting that is taking place tomorrow, is it? Yes, tomorrow the 13th at 6:30 in Constitution Hall. The Mental Health Commission and Poinciana Advisory Council is hosting a community meeting at Constitution Hall tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. And you can hear all about the strides and goals that our mental health providers are making in Cayman. The Mental Health Commission, which oversees mental health care in the Cayman Islands, and Poinciana Mental Health Advisory Council, along with the Honorable Catherine Ebanks Wilkes, the Minister for Health, Environment, and Sustainability. So you'll be able to ask all kind of questions about the facilities and what can and can't be done. And also, you'll be able to hear about job opportunities that are opening up with the establishment of the Poinciana Center. We do have our caller back on WhatsApp, so let's check in with our phones. Good afternoon, you're on the air. Hello? Lost him again? I tell you, today is the day of disappearing guests. We had a guest lined up, but they disappeared. Now the WhatsApp callers are disappearing. So if you want to try again, please call back. We'll see if we can get to you. Meanwhile, like I said, this meeting tomorrow will give a lot of information about what's being done to improve and strengthen the mental health care system in Cayman. And Dr. Lockhart was on yesterday, and he was talking about that this is going to be opening up a new forum for jobs because this is a full-fledged mental health center, Poinciana. Oh, they're back. Let's see if we can get them before we lose them again. Hello, you're on the air. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. How you doing?
All right, and yourself? We finally connected.
I try and be good, sir. But anyway,
so what's up?
Just to one day, you said one lady will make me complete yesterday.
About the generators?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I try and find out when Kirk Walton will be on the radio. The commissioner, anyway.
Uh-huh. Well,
I
don't have him scheduled, so I can't tell you when he'll be on.
And then the the problem there with the generator thing, I have some neighbors that be in my yard all 4 o'clock in the morning. When you call the police don't go to them.
Well, that's weird because if someone was playing loud music at that time, you could get the police to intervene.
They were in the yard,
Yeah, well, still, I mean, if you're playing loud music even in your yard, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure if you call the police, they would come and tell them to shut it down.
No, not loud music, sir. They just in the yard that time of morning.
Yeah, I was just making a comparison to the generator and loud music. Because, if people are partying real late into the night, you can call the police. They'll come and tell them, take it down a few decibels. So the police don't respond? Hello?
No, all know the police have been going to them, and it's been almost a month or more.
Hmm. What, and the generator is still going at 4 o'clock in the morning?
No, I have a generator in the back of me too, but I'm not really too business with that, sir. They say people in the yard 4 o'clock in the morning when I hear my dog bark, and I look out.
So what are they doing? You said they were using a generator 4 o'clock in the morning?
No, sir, they just in the yard there. I hear
Oh.
them going around putting things, I don't know what it is.
Oh, well, I guess, as long as they're not making any loud noise, that is, I don't think the police are not going to come because they're working out in their yard 4 o'clock in the morning, but.
It's not working, so they're not going to business. If you got your yard and somebody come in there 4 o'clock in the morning and you call the police, they shouldn't come?
Well, what are they doing?
That's what I want to find out. But the police know what they're doing. That way they're not going to them.
I mean, you think they're doing something illegal?
Yeah, that was supposed to be, I guess, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Well, not necessarily. I
In
mean,
somebody
if you want, it's their yard.
No.
Oh, it's strangers in your neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess that's different. I don't know what they would be doing in someone's yard at 4 o'clock in the morning. That is strange that if you call to say there are people.
Yeah, and
just hanging out in my neighbor's yard here. And we don't know who they are. That they wouldn't come and check and see what's going on. So this happens all the time?
A couple of times. And then somebody, one of them called him a racist, one of the police.
Who called you a racist?
One of the guys.
Oh. Well, that's a strange situation. I mean, if it's not their property, they're first of all trespassing.
Okay, sir.
Which is not really a criminal act as such. But what about the person who has the yard? Whose yard is it? They don't complain, say someone is in my yard?
They complain, that's it.
But nothing happens.
No police come, no police go to them, nothing.
Well, I don't know what the situation is, all the details, but it sounds unusual, especially if the owner of the yard calls the police and says, I've got people in my yard that I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And I feel threatened. I mean, they just come and hang out?
No, they don't talk to the people in the yard, so they can't be hanging out 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, well, but I'm saying, what are they doing in the yard, though? What?
I don't know, sir. I hear they put things about the place.
Sounds like a strange situation, because I mean you would the owner of the property must be able to do something, but they're disturbing you. All right, well, I hope you get it resolved. Maybe call the police.
And none of good call them, so we know how much them there.
All right, well, you take care. I hope you get it straightened out. Have a good afternoon.
Yeah, okay. Okay, sir. You too.
All right. Things that make you say, That was indeed a little strange. If you have people coming into your yard and you don't know who they are and you call the police, well, normally I would think that they would come around, check and see who these people are that is just in someone's yard. Because at 4 o'clock in the morning, the first thing that goes through your mind is that they can't be up to any good, right? You going into a stranger's yard, that don't sound like, you're paying a courtesy visit at 4 o'clock in the morning. But let's hope that they get that worked out. So once again, you can get all the latest information on what is being done to help those who need mental health care in Cayman. Tomorrow evening, 6:30 in Constitution Hall. Of course, that was more familiar, maybe Georgetown Town Hall. But no, the Constitution Hall. Tomorrow evening at 6:30. And you'll be able to ask any questions that you might have about the Poinciana Mental Health Center that is out there in East End. And they have, of course, brought a lot of people, well, a number of people anyway, back from Jamaica where they were institutionalized there. And apparently that has made a big difference in those people's lives. It's 1 o'clock. Let's check in with the newsroom.
This is the People's Radio Station. Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines. Local, regional, international news.
The Headline News is brought to you by Kirk Market and Health Services Authority.
International football lights up Georgetown tonight as the Truman Bodden Sports Complex hosts a doubleheader. Bahamas faces Anguilla at 4:30 p.m., followed by Cayman versus the British Virgin Islands at 7. Tickets start at $20 CI at ticketsplus.ky with free entry for kids under 10. Good afternoon, I'm Dion Anglin with your headlines. In news elsewhere, in Washington, a budget deal to end the longest U.S. government shutdown is heading to the House for a vote. It's day 42 of the impasse, and leaders remain divided. And Ukraine's energy and justice ministers have resigned amid a $100 million corruption probe involving the national nuclear operator. President Volodymyr Zelensky called for their removal following Monday's allegations. That's a wrap of your headlines. I'm Dion Anglin.
More news available at www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
HSA's orthopedic clinic has relocated to the second floor of the Smith Road Medical Center. Our dedicated team of highly skilled orthopedic surgeons treat conditions ranging from spine to ankle injuries in adult and pediatric patients. We offer minimally invasive procedures from ligament reconstruction to hip and knee replacement. If you have experienced an injury due to sports or day-to-day activities, call 949-8600 and schedule an appointment with HSA's orthopedic clinic, now located at the Smith Road Medical Center.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
James William Algernon Ryan, JP, 1913 to 2007. Mr. Algie Ryan served for 17 years as head teacher in Cayman Brac. He also had a night school and taught commercial subjects, including typing and accounting. He later became a realtor, an attorney, and an insurance agent. He is today the longest-serving realtor in the Cayman Islands. He operated a weekly boat service between Cayman Brac and Little Cayman, transporting mail, cargo, and passengers. Later, he was a director of Little Cayman Enterprises, the company that developed the Southern Cross Club, the first guest facility on Little Cayman. In the early 1960s, he leased land and oversaw the construction of the Edward Bodden Airfield in Little Cayman, which is still in use today. He served for a time in the Legislative Assembly as a nominated member.
Radio Cayman is pleased to feature this special Sister Islands historical vignette brought to you by the Ministry of District Administration and Lands. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your Sister Islands.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. This is Talk Today, and I think we have a caller. So let's talk. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
I see that hat.
Uh-huh.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, thankful. Beautiful weather. Beautiful
Yeah,
weather.
you enjoying the cool weather?
Oh, yes, definitely.
It's a relief, right?
I'm still burning my air conditioning fans. You can't take no chance and open no window these days. So much craziness going on, you know?
Like generators running 24/7.
Well, like generators. Boy, let me tell you something. That lady yesterday, I mean, she touched me that I'm glad that she came out and talked about it, because I heard about it some time ago, but I thought it was already solved. I thought it was just part of the Ivan situation.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently not, you know, but I really serious that should not be allowed for a 365 days a year.
You really?
In your tent, in your neighbor's ear. And I think that something should be done about it. If there's a rental place in that compound, I am quite sure they got some family member that could put the light bill in and get rid of those generators, and so you see to give that family or friend electricity for that area, make them put a hefty deposit up, you know, of $5,000-$10,000 on the book, just in case they mess up. You understand?
Yeah.
It should not should not continue. This is what happened here in Cayman, Shallow. We are growing rapidly, and the governments and all the lawmakers are not matching the population with what is happening here in this island, and there's too many things are all better to shape, and You go now and ask to fix this and fix that, all you can hear. It's not in the law. It has to go to Parliament to be approved. Come on. The population is growing, so you need to keep bringing out new laws so people can abide by them because they do not go by the laws. We got to have an island here that is going to be a Russian roulette island in time to come. Everybody's doing their own thing, you know, and it's not fair because citizens here who is not a nuisance to nobody, but yet you can come next door and be a nuisance to me and the other neighbors. No, they got a law for what is it? Disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
Is that being used? I don't think so. When you got dominoes pounding in your head on a weekend or a Sunday, and you smelling ganja sent here and there, you call that?
Oops. Did we lose? Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, I thought we disconnected you or something. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
So yes, you know, when we got people disturbing the peace and nothing is being done about it, it is crazy. It is just like when you come and you get come and learn to drive, or you turn your driver's license over from where you're coming from into the Cayman Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
We need to change our driving test book because so much has happened since that book was written. We got more roads. We got names now. We're not going by no pink house and no black house.
Does the book have roundabouts in it?
Well, I doubt that very much. I don't know when last that book was upgraded. I don't know when last that book was upgraded. But really
I'm being told it does have how the rules of a roundabout in it.
Oh yes, they do. Well, that's good. But still, it's not being used the way it should be used. I mean, this morning I saw this car, one light in the front and one little dim, one in the back. And what are doing? Flying. What I can't understand is a lot of people's coming east, and then we going. So you say this southwest or east-west, whatever direction it is.
The east-west arterial?
No. Just driving, period. Just driving, period.
Okay.
Yeah. Here in Shamrock, you got cars going up and you got cars coming down. I don't know my east, north, west, or south. I'm not afraid to tell nobody that, but I know we got a lot of people here don't know theirs neither, and a lot can't swim. I can swim a wonder bit. I'm not afraid to tell nobody that. But really and truly, we really need to get with the program. Some years ago, when Mr. McLaughlin was premier, you know what his voice was on Radio Cayman. If we don't get with the program, we will be left behind. Now, if we got the programs rolling here and there, why ain't they working for the island? Why is everybody doing their own little thing and getting away with it? We got cars that ain't got no bumpers in the front or the back. If they can't find one and they order one, it hasn't got here yet. I feel, at a time my tongue there, I feel the police or the license department, when you go to license your vehicle, they give you 30 days to find that bumper. If you haven't found it in 30 days, you report back to them to make them know that you haven't found it yet. Just don't drive around here like you driving in the desert that nobody not seeing you, and you just out here doing a lot of foolishness, spinning tires and racing and all that kind of stuff that's going on our roads. We're not accustomed to this. And then I understand that they're resourcing our money in the budget for more police officers.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Glidden. We will never, ever, never, ever get policemen and policewomen like what we had many years ago. We ain't getting them kind of police no more because then they had Cayman at heart. They risked their life, and the majority of them came from abroad and came here and did a good job in our police department. You understand? I remember when they had the barracks. You remember the barracks?
Yep.
Yes. The majority of them stayed there. And
it was not far from this studio, just across the way.
Exactly, you know. And I remember those Seymours back there cooking for them, and
I remember
mean,
the police pub also.
There were police officers them days. If we could just get two of them back in this situation here, believe me, we will get some cleanup on our streets. But you know, a lot of them now is in retirement age, or they you know, whatever. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know where they plan on bringing their officers from to run on this island, to clean up this island. That's what they're coming for. And like I say right now, if you bring officers from wherever we're going to bring them from, we got to be careful when we make them sit in the same car with who we got right now, to tell them, oh, man, let's give them a break, man. It's okay, give them a break. I know them. They're cool people. They just make a mistake. No. And the rest of the world don't believe mistakes. You got to pay for that one with the other, in jail, ticket, license taken away, or whatever the case may be. We are too comfortable here making people do as they please. And the few commandments that is left can't even open their mouth because then you got more power than me. Well, I got to tell you one thing. Only person got more power than me is the Almighty God. And that's the only one I'm afraid of. That's the only man I'm afraid of. Say that right now.
All right. Well. Thank you. I got a couple of other callers that I need to get to, and thank you so much for your input.
Cool.
All right. You take care. Have a good afternoon.
Good. Bye-bye.
Okay, let's check in with another caller here. Good afternoon. You're on the Air with Talk today.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cello, and to all our listeners.
Yes. Good afternoon, Raymond.
Yes, good afternoon. All the best, man. I was listening to you giving the condolences and the sadness about the pastor and his daughter that got killed in the plane crash in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
I track plane activities all over the Caribbean, same as I do with the ships. And I noticed that the plane took off and made a nice turn after it took off past the airport, like a semicircle. And it reached altitude of approximately 4,000 feet. And then it started to go down from that 4,000 feet right down into the crash. And it actually crashed into like a big pond, or they call it maybe a...
Yeah, it was a lake behind a housing development.
Yeah, a lake. They call it a lake, which would be something like a big old pond, like we call pond. And
there was actually video footage of it crashing into the lake.
Yes, I've seen that. Correct. And it just went into many pieces, broken up, smashed up into many pieces. And that same great pastor, he'd been in Grand Cayman for many years, pastoring a church in Grand Cayman. That's what I was told. Mr. Worm, W-U-R-M.
Yeah.
Right, and his he was 49 years old, and his daughter was only 22, and they were there in so much efforts to get relief to Jamaica. That is sad and beyond sad. He had made 2 trips from Grand Cayman already to Montego Bay.
Yeah.
With the plane loaded with stuff. He carried food, supplies, medicines, tarpaulins, generators, and battery packs, and all that kind of thing. Here's what I want to take the public to take note of what I'm saying here today. The world has become more dangerous by technology, using these cell phones and other types of electronic gadgets. Now, the battery pack or the battery bank is carried by people on board aircrafts. I know about it worldwide. I keep up with the world's activities, and one of those battery packs or battery banks for a camera started to smoke and catch fire on board a jet on a flight from one Australian city to another. And it smoked out the aircraft, and it had to make an emergency landing. So for any travelers, do not carry your battery bank for charging your batteries for your cell phone or any other electronic device on the plane, because you will be risking your own life along with everybody else. Those things are made with technology, and it has what you call thermal runabout. Thermal runabout means that it can overheat to a high temperature and suddenly ignite without any cost. It's just a malfunction in the building and the processing of the technicalities that is made within this battery charging system. And it's very dangerous. It has ignited various parts over the world in buildings, into cars, and all kinds of things. Even the e-bikes, the electric bikes been catching fire as well. That's caused by the lithium-ion batteries. Thermal runaway is the biggest hazard now in the world, and it also has caused fires to burn up some of the world's biggest car carriers with thousands of cars, that the battery overheated into an electric car on board the ship with 5,000 cars, and it ignited others, and they had to abandon the ship. So that's the world's biggest problem now with these electronic gadgets and going to electric cars. It's more danger than the ordinary gasoline cars or diesel cars. And even if you have a house and you got a garage built within your house, it's best not to keep that electric car up into your garage. You don't know what time that blasted thermal runaway will happen and catch fire the vehicle while you're sleeping. It's a very dangerous thing the world has come to now with these electric vehicles and other appliances and motorized types of transport in the world.
Well, thanks for that warning, Raymond.
Yes, sir. Okay, and the other thing, the Cayman Island flagship with the word Georgetown printed on its side of its stern was attacked by 4 Somali pirates. That was on the 3rd of November.
Yeah, actually, I have that right here. I was going to mention that.
Oh, you was going to mention it to me? Oh, yes, yeah. I know all about that. They opened fire with machine guns, AK-47 guns, and a rocket-propelled grenade, which one man stands up and has that on his shoulder, and he pulls the trigger and fires a small missile toward the ship.
But they fought him off, huh? The security on the ship fought him off.
The ship was carrying security guards. They have machine guns as well, and they fired back after the Somali pirates, and they got scared, turned around, and went back to the mothership. And they said the mothership is the Issa Mohammedan, which is they tracked down that it's an Iranian large fishing boat called a Dow, D-H-O-W, where this small boat was launched from to go after the Cayman Island flag tanker. But no one was injured. It was an unsuccessful attempt to board the ship, but they did board a Greek tanker that I talked with 3 weeks ago, passing Cayman Brac, and it discharged and went straight up to India and loaded, and coming back to Durban, South Africa with gasoline. And the fools were opening fire on a tanker loaded with gasoline. You imagine?
Yeah, that's always amazing how, some guys in a little speedboat can, overtake a big tanker like that. Listen, I got another caller that's been waiting, so thanks for all your reports and your warnings.
Welcome.
Take care.
Sure. Okay, bye-bye.
Let's take another call. Good afternoon. You're on the air with Talk Today.
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Charles.
Yes, how you doing?
I'm doing good so far. Just listening in the conversation. I went into the supermarket and I didn't really hear what the continual conversation was, but I remember hearing about the technology and something you was mentioning about moving fast, trying to be the first to post or something.
Yeah, when that was the at the beginning of the show, we were talking about he was wondering about whether we should have some kind of regulation as far as the standards of journalism and holding journalists accountable, and whether there should actually be legislation. Which is a tricky thing because how far do you go? How far do you legislate on something like that when it comes to freedom of the press?
Yeah. What I would think is when it comes into a journalist, you'd expect professionalism in it. And,
exactly, and responsibility and respect.
Right. I mean, a personal thing, like you have a social media profile and you post what you know or something like that, that's one thing. But a journalist that takes a reputation and then coming in with misinformation.
Or purports to be a journalist.
Or supposed to be journalists. Yeah, some of them don't even claim to be journalists, but they are. And
that's a very scary thing too. Like when you think about it, like you have favoritisms, and they have a lot of people that are out there that are in favor of certain agendas, and then they'll misinform the public with what they think is true because they're doing it. But then really and truly, like 2 years afterwards, you find out that, hey, you should listen to the one that was actually thinking about the opposite side, because now you've destroyed somebody's either career or somebody's life because of their health. And, personally, when it comes into like what is globally going on, I think that
everyone should do their own research. I heard, I can't particularly put in a point on who it was that said it, but the person mentioned that we should learn a free education. And with the technology that we have right now, it's very easy to be educated, and without anyone really teaching you but yourself.
You can be self-taught. I always advocate for that. Like,
I do my own independent research before I take someone's word. I go and research it first, and then I can say, you know what, I can come back to that person and say, I looked into that, and what you said makes sense, but have you thought about it this way? Because
I witnessed that, or I've been in that situation before too, or
Yeah. And you always have to consider the source of the information. You always say, do I trust this source?
Right.
Is this is the source here worthy of my trust?
Yeah, that's a very scary thing in a world of lies, right? And I personally look at things, right, like for example, chemtrails in the sky. A lot of people would deny it, but it is happening, and we have a global experiment that is actually affecting our health. It's nothing having to do with the climate. Like they're trying to cool the planet down by injecting nanoparticles in the sky. And I mean, come on now, when you think about these things, certain people say, you're crazy, you're just as bad as a person that believes in aliens. And,
So you think you think the chemtrails are something that is really happening as far as chemicals being put into the atmosphere?
Absolutely. I'm not in no denial that they're doing that. I mean,
so let me ask you now, how do you know that's true though?
Because there've been researches and patents designs for these things. I mean, if you check it out, the U.S. military has been doing so much things that we would find it unbelievable. But when they're doing it, come on now, what are we gonna do? Sit down and just cover our mouths? Like, there's a lot of things going on in the world. Dubai, for example, has been doing that, injecting aluminum oxide and stuff like this just so that they can create rain clouds. I mean, why is it unbelievable to think that they would be doing these things and dropping chemicals in the sky that would be like some global agenda that they want to cool the planet down? Come on now. If they're talking about cooling the planet down and they need funding, there has to be a project behind it, right?
Not necessarily, but if they're talking about it,
I want to know that my money will go into something that just someone's idea and they just talk about it.
So maybe it's a theory that they are talking about. I mean, I've heard about these chemtrails and that dangerous chemicals being dispersed into the atmosphere and all that. But instead of chemtrails, or what was it? The contrails?
Contrails, yeah.
Any commercial jet flying at a certain altitude with the temperature at a certain degree, you'll see that.
Yeah, but think about it, right? I'm going to make it as simple as possible. Condensation evaporates. These things don't evaporate that is in the sky. It expands. That is not an anomaly to you?
But I think that's what normally happens.
I don't regularly see that. When it comes into real contrails, it evaporates. Real contrails don't linger across the sky like for miles and miles of distances at a time. And then at the same time, if it really was the case that it was condensation, why does it affect the weather?
How do you know it affects the weather, though?
Well, if you've seen how the weather is right now, this is like a natural weather
anomaly that we're dealing with right now. We got the cool, the area feels cool, right? We got overcast, but then haven't you seen those days where it was overcast as well, but it was like scorching hot?
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Well, I just looked up contrails. Contrails, short for condensation trails or vapor trails, are line-shaped clouds produced by aircraft engine exhaust or changes in air pressure, typically at aircraft cruising altitudes several kilometers or miles above the Earth's surface. They are composed primarily of water in the form of ice crystals. The combination of water vapor in aircraft engine exhaust and the low ambient temperatures at high altitudes causes the trails formation.
Yep.
And then they do disperse. It does spread out.
Yeah, that's a fact. But there's another point, too. You should do the research on geoengineering. If you can search that up at the minute, that would be nice to read about that.
To read about what? The engineering?
Yeah, geoengineering. There's a thing called solar radiation management.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a thing. You can research it. Solar radiation management. That one in particular is very interesting and it's dangerous.
Solar radiation
management.
Okay. What do we got? What is radiation management? Solar radiation management refers to a set of large-scale techniques designed to reduce global temperatures by increasing the amount of sunlight, that is reflected back into space. It is not intended to replace efforts to reduce greenhouse gas emissions, but rather to complement them as a potential way to limit global warming. SRM is often discussed in the context of climate change mitigation strategies, especially as the urgency to address rising temperatures increases. Does that fit in with what you're saying?
Yep, and it's an aerosol injection. That's how they do it. They've designed
stratospheric aerosol injection.
Right, and clouds don't form the way how they do when they disperse these chemicals in the air. It's a cocktail full of chemicals. It's biological and it's not nice. It's just as bad as the vaccine. And we don't have no global proof that it's actually working. It's actually, if you put things together, it's actually affecting us worse, because you have people that are dying off of respiratory problems, and you have plants that are out of season.
Yeah, but stratospheric aerosol injection. This method involves injecting reflective particles such as sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere. These particles scatter sunlight back into space, mimicking the cooling effects observed after volcanic eruptions.
Yep. Sad but true. This is the type of technology.
So what are you saying, that the sulfur dioxide is hurting us, or what?
I would believe so. If you found a volcano erupted in the area, you would be you have to evacuate, right?
Well, yeah, I mean from the lava, certainly.
And also the greenhouse gases that are being put out into the atmosphere, it will poison your lungs. They have this thing called acid rain as well. A lot of people will still deny that acid rain exists. But
that was from what, fossil fuels being burnt and the smoke going into the air, right? Well, listen. Very interesting discussion.
Yes, sir. Very interesting sir. And we have a lot more to discuss, but, there's a lot of time for the year to go, so.
Well, you always give me something to think about.
Yes, sir. Also, I just want to make when people wonder why and thinking about this, sometimes I just love to do my little research and I'll just make sense out of nonsense, and then I like to take care of my health. I'm a person that people have been talking to me about my health for all my life, and since
your health is everything.
I've been. Huh?
I say your health is everything.
That's right. Health is wealth, and we got to take care of ourselves. And if I can help take care of people like how I'm doing with myself, I would do it, because plant-based medicines is also something that we neglect.
Well, brother, I got to take a break.
Yes, sir.
But thank you so much for the call.
Thank you.
Interesting discussion. You take care. Have a good afternoon. We're going to take a break. Be right back.
Accidents and illnesses can strike without warning. Ouch! When it comes to urgent care, every second counts. At Doctors Hospital, we have a dedicated team of experienced doctors and nursing staff available to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Don't waste time in an overcrowded emergency room when you need urgent care. Whether it's a broken bone, a severe infection, or a sudden illness, trust in Doctors Hospital's unwavering dedication to providing the best immediate care. For complete urgent care when you need it the most, choose Doctors Hospital, located in Georgetown, 16 Middle Road.
Big news at Cayman Airways. We've added more flights to Miami and airfares start from just $80 US each way plus taxes. You heard that right. This fare is less than the taxes and fees. Whether you need a day trip or an afternoon flight on a Friday, Cayman Airways has you covered for that Miami trip with fares as low as $80 US each way. Some conditions apply and these cheap seats are limited, so hurry and book your seats today at CaymanAirways.com. More flights, more trips, more Miami with Cayman Airways.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Protect your computers and mobile devices with security software to defend against cyber attacks through viruses, malware, and other online threats. Be aware of unsecure Wi-Fi connections when in public. If you need to access your online banking or sensitive information on your mobile devices, try disabling the Wi-Fi and switching to data from your mobile network. If you suspect a fraud attempt, please contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Hey, new drivers, don't just drive, drive smart. Cynical and Inspire Cayman's Safe Driver program will show you how. Get real-life simulator training and classroom sessions to help you gain experience, stay alert, and avoid accidents. Learn to recognize risk, manage fatigue, and make smart choices behind the wheel. Certified participants may even pay less for Cynical motor insurance. Learn more and register at cynical.ky. Cynical, keeping Cayman covered.
Did you know that you can send money transfers to financial institutions anywhere in Jamaica with JN Money?
You mean I can send money straight to my account and cut out the middleman?
Yes, that's exactly what I mean. You send your own money to your own account, giving you peace of mind that the money is in your account.
JN Money Transfers to Financial Institution is another convenient service offered by JN Money. You can have this done from any JN Money location. Deposit your money straight to your account without the hassle of asking someone to do it for you. JN Money Transfers to Financial Institutions, making life easier.
The soundtrack to your best memories lives on. Breeze 105.3 FM. From the golden hits of the 70s and 80s. I love you so. To the songs that still move you today. It's the music you know. The music you love. Uplifting mornings. Smooth afternoons. And good vibes all day long.
Over my years, I guess I shed it.
Don't just listen to the radio. Feel the breeze. Breeze 105.3 FM. Your station. Your music. Your memories.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. And getting back to the generator problem at out there in Fern Circle, one of our listeners sent me a link by WhatsApp. And this was mentioned yesterday, too, that they said it with running the generators had a fire, and apparently it's a rental. The person rents space out there for people to stay, and he sent me a link to Cayman News Service saying 23 displaced by generator fire in Fern Circle, and this was last year, August. Says a fire that originated from a generator at a tenement yard on Fern Circle off Fairbanks Road in Georgetown last Monday, the 19th of August, resulted in the displacement of 23 individuals after the planning department condemned the property, according to the Cayman Islands Red Cross, which opened its shelter that evening to provide assistance to those affected. The Cayman Islands Fire Service said that early that morning it responded to a 911 call about the fire, which reported that it was in the generator room at the residence. When they arrived, the fire crews found that the generator fire had been extinguished by tenants using buckets of water from a cistern. However, further assessments revealed an active fire in the ceiling and roof of the structure attached to the generator room, located on the east side of the main house, which is separate from the main house. The fire service team quickly extinguished the fire, preventing the spread and further property damage. No injuries were reported. And basically all the fire service had to say about it was that people need to be careful about fire prevention. Our firefighters will always be ready to respond, but please do your part to prevent fires, which can have devastating consequences. And 8 people stayed at the Red Cross shelter. And that was all they had to say about this. I would have thought there would have been, more of a response to someone having what this Cayman News Service described as a tenement yard using generators for electricity. But obviously, not very much attention is placed on safety there, and kind of makes you think that whoever's doing this doesn't really care. They don't care about if they're disturbing their neighbors. They don't really care about the people that they're renting the space out to. So that situation continues, and who knows if anything has been put in place to try and prevent any kind of the fires, any more fires there, because kind of sounds like, something, a major accident, major tragedy waiting to happen, because the situation just continues on, and this was over a year ago. Over a year ago this happened, and still the generators are running, and people are renting space there. In my exchange with Raymond there, we were talking about a Cayman flagship being attacked by pirates, Somali pirates, and quite ironic that here we are at Pirates Week, and real live pirates are attacking a Cayman flag ship on the practically the other side of the world, and piracy still exists, but much more dangerous than they ever were, I guess, and these things. It's not over there in the Middle East that this happens, but you still have certain areas of the globe where You have pirates on the high seas. You've even heard about some yachts, some luxury yachts being taken, people being held for hostages, for ransom as hostages, or just robbed. The world is full of dangerous people, and here we have an example of it. So, what's on your mind, K-Man? What do you think of our new record-breaking budget that we have? That has been debated in the House. Apparently a short debate. I don't know, there's been some comment about the lack of comment, by ministers, that it was all done in short order. But I can see why, the government presents their budget. You have to think, well, all the other ministers involved in that approve of this budget, and the minister puts forth what the government is going to bring. I know in the past people used to get up, everybody had to have their little contribution. But if you're just going to get up and say, well, yes, I support this thing because, well, I am part of the government, that's what we expect you to say. But I know a lot of people used it for the opportunity to speak otherwise also. But looks like this was efficiently done. The minister brought it. They heard from the opposition and, didn't waste a lot of time just talking for hours and hours on end just to say why they supported their own government's budget for the next 2 years. Because the fact that you are, of course, part of cabinet means that you do support this. The opposition saying not enough has been revealed as far as just how they plan to raise this money. We know that there's going to be some additional fees placed on the financial industry. There's going to be some increases in immigration fees. For instance, when you put a post or ad, whatever you want to call it, on the work website saying that this job is available, you're going to have to pay for that, apparently. Plus, you're going to have to, put the ad in the newspaper or some media, local media. So that's another fee there. And increase in stamp duty on what they call high-end property. I guess those are properties that, not for you, not for me. We do have a caller, but before I take that call, let's take a break, and then we come back, and we won't have to interrupt you. Just hold on, caller. Be right back.
Did you know that Doctors Hospital provides urgent care services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? And Doctors Hospital's urgent care physicians have access to the most advanced MRI and CT imaging in the Caribbean, providing reliable diagnostics when you need it most. When you need quality urgent care for an illness or injury, Doctors Hospital is here for you 24/7. Whether it's a migraine, chest or abdominal pain, shortness of breath, broken bones, or another urgent need, Doctors Hospital at the top of Walker's Road. Urgent care right now.
The annual Rotary Sunrise Flea Market this Saturday at the Lions Center, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Value bargains galore, electronics, KitchenAids, appliances, the little thing that fits the spot. The annual Rotary Sunrise Flea Market, set up at 6 a.m., gates open at 7 a.m. Everything under the sun. Free parking, free entrance. Get your legendary Lions Club breakfast on the fly. Rotary Sunrise Grand Cayman, NPO number 324. Rotary, unite for good.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the Salad Bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Explore your history. Explore your land. Explore your sister islands. The ultimate staycation experience. Your culture, your freedom. The land that time forgot isn't gone. It's your sister islands.
Discover all that our sister islands have to offer.
The offices of dermatologist Dr. Wayne Porter will be taking appointments from November 17 to 22 at his Crew Road Clinic. Appointment slots are limited. Whether you're seeking advanced skincare, Botox, filler, cosmetic enhancements, or simply looking to reduce wrinkles, Dr. Porter offers a full-service dermatology and dermatological surgery practice. For more information, email dr.porterkman@gmail.com or call 946-9020 to book your appointment today. That is 946-9020.
The Savior is born. Let's celebrate. Kick off the Christmas season with joy and worship at the annual Singing Christmas Tree, happening on Saturday, November 22nd and Sunday, November 23rd, starting at 6 p.m. at the Lion Center. Enjoy 2 unforgettable evenings featuring the spectacular Singing Christmas Tree with a massive choir echoing the good news, the birth of Jesus, the Savior of the world, with exciting performances of dance, drama, and a special kids segment. It's the perfect family-friendly event to celebrate the true meaning of Christmas. The annual Singing Christmas Tree, happening November 22nd and 23rd, starting at 6 p.m. at the Lion Center. This event is free for the entire family.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
Welcome back. Let's go straight to the phone lines. I think we have someone on the line there. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Shallow, what's going on, boy?
Hi. Still in here batting.
Sound like you're having a quiet day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's on your mind?
Oh, everything is good in my mind, especially the weather.
Oh, yeah. Everybody enjoying the cool weather.
Up on the North Coast, man, it's like early Christmas, man. You know, you get into the mood and the spirit and everything else. So.
Christmas breeze coming in.
Amen. You know, yeah, it's really good. So I'm just doing a little bit of Christmas things, like touching up paint and odds and ends, you know.
Yeah.
Prepared before it comes, you know.
Getting into the holiday spirit, huh?
Yeah, definitely. You can't wait till Christmas, like December, Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. You got to get it done and enjoy December.
I hear you. You got to prep.
Yeah, then, of course, I'm a Christmas boy. 11th of December is my birthday, and I'm already...
Oh, yeah.
Why not?
So you're born with the spirit.
Hey, right now I'm back to like 16, 17 years. I'm a little boy again, man. Yeah, so... Yeah, this time of year, you know, you got to lighten up a little bit, and we got a whole year with the help of God coming ahead, so we have to just enjoy this time of the year, man. It's such a pleasant time because we certainly went through a hot summertime, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And this came in kind of a sudden, which I was aware that it was coming, like hopefully other people as well. So I think we're going to have a good winter this year, you know. I think we're going to have a longer and cooler winter. This year, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, like I know, they said people in Florida were like, "What is going on? It's not Thanksgiving and it's so cold."
Exactly. So it is time though we have a little bit of an early winter because for the last 6-8 years it's been terrible, dragging on and not really the feeling of a winter at all. So yeah, this is a pleasant surprise, you know, for a lot of people. So.
Well, if it's very cold in the States, that might bode well for Cayman's tourism also.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and well, you can see. I know definitely. You see the mood of people changing now. They're not grumpy; they're more polite and friendly. So that also has to do with the weather conditions. You know, because as a human being, you know how people are. Sometimes we get a little bit on the discouraged side, but Father God is good to all of us, my friend. You know.
You just have to keep the faith, right?
Absolute. Yeah. So let's get prepared for Christmas, and hopefully everyone will have a joyous and happy Christmas and New Year as well. So I just say that to kind of bring the spirit up, because the spirit is coming on top of us about Christmas. So let's get on with it, right?
That's right. You know, I mean, and this time of year, you know, you do get to feeling that joy, I guess you would call it. People are more nice.
Yeah, definitely.
You know,
They might
the whole spirit of Christmas and the whole meaning behind it, you know, of loving one another.
Yeah, they mightn't speak to you for the whole year, but once you see the weather change in November, December, they change like butter against sun, man, you know. And one of the things you have to realize about Christmas time, that is a true mark of Christmas is coming. When you see the shamrocks coming out, you know, yeah, you see those nice yellow flowers coming out, man. It is so beautiful to see them, you know, coming in. What old people say, hand over fist, man. They're really shooting out now.
And I tell you, I really feel grateful this year. You know, I mean, despite what has happened to our friends and family over in Jamaica, you know, it was a close call for us, really. But we have really been blessed this year. I mean, after all of our bad weather that we had last year, and it started right at the beginning of the season, and it went right down to the end of the season last year also. You know, we had so many different, no direct hits, you know, nothing really what Jamaica just went through. But still, we had our encounter with storms. And this year, I mean, wow, we got to be grateful.
Yeah, grateful, thankful, and if we open our eyes a little bigger, you will see how that hurricane went in between Cayman and Jamaica. I mean, that is amazing to think about, you know, that we are so fortunate, man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to keep the faith and you know, put everything in the hands of the good Lord. He'll protect us, and listen to His Spirit, His voice. Not all the time we must go into these long prayers. Just sit quietly and listen to what the Spirit tells us, and that will give us good guidance as well. So the last thing now, I heard the cricket and lizards before this weather came in, so
yeah,
that tells me a lot. Oh, yeah, man, we'll have a good blowout. So, Charlo, have yourself a good day, and talk to you soon.
You do the same. Great to hear from you.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, the lizard tells you what the weather's going to be. And, you know, it's something to that. Can be something to that. Yep. You know, don't just dismiss it, because the nature has its way of giving us little signals as to what is developing as far as weather is concerned. We're going up here 5 minutes to 2 o'clock, and turning back to what's making news otherwise. You know, I was talking about the budget that has just been before Parliament, and some of the criticism of the opposition of the government budget is not enough detail being brought to Parliament, especially as far as how they're going to raise this revenue. You know, saying that the budget presentation was incomplete because you haven't laid out exactly how you planned to raise this revenue. Therefore, the opposition really can't debate it as such, not knowing all the details. Well, Minister Anglin's response to that was that the details would be made known in the days ahead. So we'll look forward to that, to get those details. He said here, according to the newspaper report, we're crafting legislation as we speak to underpin all of the revenue measures. So they'll be, putting that into law as far as the revenue measures, as he was saying, within the days ahead. And it's according to the paper here, Anglin said he accepted the new measures might bring criticism, but were necessary to fund programs and infrastructure that had been neglected by previous governments, including the PPM's governments. Yes, we have increased fees, but let us be clear, the fees that we have increased are not going to hit the average Caymanian. Let's hope that's the way it is. Although when you're talking about things like immigration fees, the average Caymanian who may have a small business will be affected by those. Let's see if we can get a call in here before we go to the news. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Yeah, good afternoon, Charles. I just want to let something be known. Mm-hmm. I'm very upset with Flo. Very upset. From last month till right now, it's 8 days indifferent, not all in straight, but 8 days that I've been without internet. They sent 3 different technicians out here. And still, yesterday and today, we still have no internet. And it's really ridiculous that the amount of money we're paying for a service and getting no service for it. So I'm wondering, what can we really do? Can I sue them or something? Because, this is foolishness.
Well, I guess you can complain to the regulator, because the regulator is there for you to, say, hey, I'm not getting the service I'm paying for. You know who I'm talking about? We used to call them off-reg.
Oh, off-reg. I can go into them and complain to them.
That's what I would do.
Because,
they are the regulator. And even they got, a little fed up with the service, saying these interruptions were unacceptable and that there was not enough support here in Cayman to make sure that when those things happen, that it can be corrected, in a timely manner.
Yeah, the thing in it is, okay, they can go back in their records and see how many days that we were without. I'm living in Bodden Town, and they could go back and see how many days that I was without service and say, well, okay, we're going to deduct this off your bill. Oh, no. That bill is a clean fee. No, nothing. No compensation for it, not whatsoever. This is ridiculous.
Yeah. That's,
I have a little.
You can understand a day or two. You could swallow a day or two, right? But 8 days, that gets tough. Listen, I have to go to the news. I don't know if you want to hang on.
Okay, well, thanks for that info. I'm going to go to off right tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right.
All right, thanks.
Take care. Let us know how it worked out.
I definitely will.
Time for headline news.
We are talking about us.
Living in your head rent-free all this time.
We must be relevant. Radio Cayman since 1976. From Radio Cayman's newsroom, this is Headlines.
The headline news is brought to you by Kirk Market.
Locally, the Mental Health Commission and Poinciana Council will host a public meeting tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. in Constitution Hall, Georgetown. Good afternoon, I'm Dion Anglin with your headlines. In news elsewhere, 7 men have survived 6 days adrift in the Mediterranean after their dinghy capsized. 42 others are presumed dead, pushing this year's migrant death toll past 1,000. And finally, Adele is heading to the big screen. The singer will star in Tom Ford's upcoming film Cry to Heaven, based on Anne Rice's 18th century novel. That's a wrap of your headlines. I'm Dion Anglin.
www.radiocayman.gov.ky. Check out our social media pages: Facebook, YouTube, X, formerly Twitter, Radio Cayman Headline News.
Looking for fresh, healthy food that's full of flavor? Then you've got to visit Kirk Market. Our dishes are made with fresh, high-quality ingredients. Enjoy vibrant mixed greens or satisfying pasta salads. Or try one of our delicious grill options like blackened chicken, spicy beef steak, or grilled salmon. Looking for something light and flavorful? We've got sushi rolls and poke bowls prepared daily. And don't forget to explore a hot bar or Billy Fresh salad at the salad bar. Stop by Kirk Market today for breakfast, lunch, or dinner and taste the difference. Eat well, live well with Kirk Market.
Radio Cayman's Talk Today. What is on your mind, Cayman?
What's on your mind, Cayman? Let's see what the weather is saying here. The weather forecast. Isolated showers for the afternoon, and that goes straight into tonight when the overnight low is called to be 72 degrees, minimum 72. And forecast for today, east to northeast winds at 20 to 25 knots, seas running 8 to 10 feet, and it is rough. A marine watch is in effect, so careful out there on the high seas or even the low seas. And National Hurricane Center, well, the Atlantic and the Caribbean, they're all quiet right now, and no tropical cyclone activity is expected during the next 7 days. We're going into the end of the hurricane season. We have a caller on What's Up. Let's see what's up. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello.
Good afternoon, Jalo.
Yes. How are you doing?
Okay, and you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. Well, speaking about Christmas.
Uh-huh.
I think as parents, people should start letting their children know that it's them that went to work and bought those Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
And not continue telling them lies that Santa Claus bought them.
Yeah, that's a little myth that we like to perpetuate.
Yeah, I think parents should let their children know it's them that bought the gifts, and it's them that love and care for them, and not Santa Claus.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know how you spell Santa, right?
Tell me. Tell me.
Well, I don't have to tell you. I know that you know.
Yeah. But
Okay, and how do you...
S-A-N-T-A?
And how do you spell Satan?
Well, okay, take me to the conclusion.
Okay, well, that's where that word Santa comes from.
Well, some people call him
Satan
Father
is-
Christmas, you know.
Yeah, Satan is the master of lies.
And you
the
think
main
that's
reason for
where
Christmas-
Santa Claus comes from?
That's where it comes from. That's why it's a lie. And people continue to tell their children lies. And as parents, they should stop doing that and let their children know it's them that went to work and worked hard to buy them those gifts. And the
Suppose
main
you
reason
suppose
for
you called
Christmas-
him suppose you called him Saint Nick though, or Father Christmas.
The main reason for Christmas is the birth of Jesus Christ,
True.
the Son of Almighty God. And I'm sure that they don't appreciate parents telling their children lies that Santa Claus bought them gifts, instead of letting their children know the truth, that it's them that went to work and worked hard to buy those gifts for them. Thank you very much.
Okay, you take care. Yeah, that certainly is one way of looking at it. I know a lot of parents like to have that little myth and make the kids have some fantasy there with Santa Claus. But yeah, I know from early on I let my kids know where the gifts came from. You know, I was going to give credit to someone else. We've got another couple of calls on the line there, I think. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
Hey, good afternoon, Charlie. How you doing?
All right, and you?
I'm doing good, my friend. On YouTube, you look like John Wayne, but I'll leave that alone.
John Wayne. I've had everything
John.
from Freddie Krueger to now John Wayne.
No, you look like John Wayne. I don't see no gun on your side, but who you look like?
All right, Pilgrim.
Yeah. All right, so I name you John Wayne from now.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Oh, just calling here from the Broca, listening to the callers. But, I mean, some people tries to be Grinches at Christmas, but, you know, I keep telling people, even though what he's saying might have truth to it and everything else, and I don't disagree with him because he makes some good points. But sometimes we forget where we came from. We were kids one time, and we were happy to know this time of year Santa Claus would bring us gifts. We know that the gifts we understood the gifts didn't come from Santa Claus because we never had no cinnamon or anything for him come down in. But, you know, you can't just steal children joy away from things that they believe in. Leave them and let them understand and grow and learn for themselves. Don't steal away people's joy. And a lot of us this time of year, we steal people's joy instead of doing the right thing of what Christmas really means. He had it right when he said what Christmas means, but if you got steal people's joy, you're not no better doing than what you did from the beginning when you started taking it away. So, anyway, John Wayne, sorry, that's not what I called for. And don't throw me one of them left punches now. I just want to mention something here on the Brock.
Go ahead.
We have a serious situation that growing on this Cayman Brock here. We have a traffic issue.
You have a traffic issue in the Brack?
Well, I'm talking about cars.
Yeah, I know.
On the road, and I mean it's getting worse. And when I say that, what I mean is how people drive, and what I'm getting at. Our roads, we had beautiful paved roads until the water company came and destroyed our roads. Now we're back to square one, almost as the chip and spray rubbish that we had before. Now we got good roads, and now they destroyed them. Now we back to square one. People mashing up on the carriages under the vehicle, the shocks and the springs and everything, destroying the vehicles by hitting these bad edges on the road. They won't seem to get them fixed. We have representatives in these islands, two of them, and it does seem like none of the two of them having a gall to stand up and say, listen, let's get these roads fixed, and let's get them fixed now. Not 10 years from now. or next 4 years because they got run for election again. No, we need the roads fixed. No, as in come God's speed January, because they're not gonna fix them now because they closed now for the whole year. But come January, if Kim and Brockles don't see some improvement on these roads, we're gonna have a march here on Kim and Brock to make sure that our politicians understand what we are all about. We are not putting up with this anymore because we are faced with the expense of having to fix our own vehicles.
But I mean, you mean the dips, where they've dug up the road is so bad that you're really damaging the cars?
Yeah, you almost have to drive in the middle of the road in some instances, in some areas, and then you have these big trucks come in. You have to run back off on the edge, then, and you're down in the ditches, going along, bouncing yourself at 40 miles per hour if you don't slow down, and damaging your vehicles.
So they've been running pipes along the edge of the road.
Yeah, that's a cut from the west straight to the eastern district on the north coast. But in certain areas, they fixed over, and in certain districts, they just left it the way it is, and it needs attention, and it needs serious attention, because someone is going to get damaged bad by this, because once you run off in those ditches on the edge of that road, it's very difficult for you to bring your vehicle back on the road in a safe position. And it's outrageous, and we have our politicians crossing it every day, and nothing is being said or done to get this rectified. This has to be fixed. And I ain't gonna bend down on my knee and beg nobody. I gotta stand up and say, listen, I don't care who you is, what your position are in the parliament. Get up off your backside and get Kim and Brock fixed. We are tired of this. We cannot go another 4 years of pure foolishness and lies and promises is what we've been putting up with it for the last 30 years. And now we are going through another 8 years or 4 years with this foolishness again. It's time for it to stop, Charlo.
I heard someone else with that same complaint that you're making, that the water company was not fixing the road back properly after laying the pipes.
Terrible. It's terrible, Charlo. I mean, I live in a private road, and they destroyed the cement. I mean, the cement just lift right off the ground with the steel underneath it and just destroyed the entire road. Nobody can fix that back because it's concrete. They're not going to fix that back. They can't fix back the main road. How they going to fix back people's side roads? It's a real disgrace of what they're doing, and nobody seems to want to pick up the mantle or the ironwood metal and go out there and say, listen, fix it or we fix on it. Simple as that. Because something needs to be done. If people got to get up and threaten the government, so let it be. We can challenge them. I don't care who it is. Like I said, we have to stand up here on Kim and Brock, and we got to stand up, and we got to stand up. No, because we are tired of it. Our vehicles, they're not fixing back our vehicles, Charlo.
But keep after your MPs to get them to pressure the water company to come and fix it up.
Charlo, I'll tell you one joke like one old man had said, hey, Kim and Brock, some years ago when Joel, you remember Joel used to do the talk show? Yeah, well. When he told Joel, when Joel asked him to speak to his representatives, he told the man, he said, as far as he's concerned, they not got none of the two of them, Kim and Brock. None of the two. And I stand on that same words today. We not got no representatives here. All it is just talk up in the political meetings, and when the action put words to action, they don't do one thing. Like my father say, most say anything, action prove otherwise, and I not see it yet. But John Wayne, it's time for change on Kim and Brock.
Well, I hope you get some help and get that resolved.
I'm not stopping on this, my friend. So anyway, you have a good day and enjoy the cold weather.
You too. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Yeah, I heard that complaint, a few days ago from someone about the roads not being fixed back after the water company came by to lay the pipes. Do we have another call? Okay, let's take that call. Good afternoon. You're on the air.
No, about you? Good weather.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Enjoying it?
Yes, man. Yes.
Only thing I got to go to Florida under tragic circumstances, and I understand it's very cold. It's not cold for me, but my husband don't like it. My daughter says the day they had 30 degrees. I say, wow.
Yeah, that's cold for Florida.
And she said this morning, she said yesterday it was 39, and the highest the shit was coming up to 68, I believe she said. But then she told me this morning, she said, see, Mommy, when I come out my garage, it's cold. And I said, well, I hope it won't back up. But she said one day it's cold and then next day it's hot. She was watching the forecast, but she said so far they only got up to this Friday, and we're not going till next Friday. I said, well, your father do like cold, so I hope it's not cold neither.
Well, maybe it'll warm up by then.
But why would it make an input on the guy with the Santa Claus? I said, yeah, like that guy said, yes, we were kids, but when, I'm not saying that in our time we were stupid, but they used to make us believe about the Santa Claus and the stock, and we used to believe it. But this generation now is a different one, because I have a 10-year-old granddaughter now, but from when she was 3, that I tell her anything about Santa, she used to tell me, Grandma, you and Grandpa and Mommy and Papi, she said the Santa dresses up in Santa clothes, but all they give you is chips and candies. She say the nice gifts like the dollies and the carriage and whatever. She say it is you and Grandpa and Mommy and Papi buy them, so you can't fool these kids. Because to me, they know more than me at 71 years old. You can't, at least not her. I know because she was smart. She said, yeah, about Santa Claus, bring the gift. She said, Santa Claus, they don't give you no gift, and if they give you anything, it's not that good. She said, candies and chips.
She had it figured out.
Yes, and one more thing I want to say, I didn't know the pilot and his daughter, but that hurt my heart because they went on the tragedy just like my poor nephew. And I mean young people, because the daughter's only 22 years old. That's very young, and the father was 53.
Yeah.
That guy said 49, but I saw 53 on the American news, so I don't know which is right.
I think I saw 53 too.
But they said he was 53 and the daughter was 22. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
He got the 49 for the father from, but anyway, it's what it is. Different.
Yeah, they were on a mission of mercy.
Yeah, but I understand. They had been to Jamaica twice, but then they're saying now that this last trip they didn't have no landing to land in Jamaica, so I don't know. And actually I saw the thing with it. She couldn't climb no altitude after they got up. She came like nose down. I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
She come, that's why they got killed, I guess, because she come nose down. And then I understand that they said that they think what happened maybe by her being a small plane, they must be harder, too loaded, and then maybe the stuff shift.
Well, we can't speculate as to what happened. So.
But that's true too, but, just human nature. Same thing like me, I can't speculate on what killed. We don't know how my nephew died up to now. We don't know. We just know that it was an accident and he died on impact. Instant. We not get no details and nothing.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
We don't know how he died or nothing in the funeral home. Not even have him yet. I think he's still in the morgue, so we don't know what happened. And I keep wondering. Tell my daughter, oh my God, I wonder if he was conscious. If he broke his neck, if he hadn't, she said, Mommy, you can't be thinking about all that thing. I understand how you feel, but then that will make you get a heart attack too.
All right, well, you take care. Thanks for the call.
Yes, sir. It's only human nature. You be wondering things.
Oh, yeah, we all wonder. You take care and have a good afternoon. And we have another caller, so let's check that person out. Good afternoon, you're on the air.
Yes, Mr. Glidden. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, my little friend over there in the Brock, talking about the chip and spray road and stuff. We got it here too, and it do mash up your front end. The CV joint, your inner booth, you name it, and mashes up your tires. And if they're going to put them down, to put them down temporary, but very, very temporary, not no year in a year, looking at end up 5-10 years that they never do a proper spraying. And we got some roads here right now came on that it was what they call barbecue. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Yeah, but now it's worn down to you can see the old rocks inside of it, and that is bad to drive on as well too. But we just got to wait and see, because we got a lot of surprises that this government going to give us a lot of good things. So let's see what they're going to give us. Getting back to Santa Claus.
Okay.
I got 2 children, and they're grown now. And from day one, I taught them, I said, let me tell you all something. It is such a thing as Santa Claus. I am your Santa Claus. Your father's is the Santa Claus, and your aunts and uncles and friends or whoever. And you know what I used to do? If they would get a gift way before Christmas Day, I would let them open it. I let them open it.
Before Christmas?
Before Christmas. You don't know if you got allowed to see Christmas. You think I make my children sit in suspense from the 19th of December to the 20th or the 25th to open a gift? No. Every gift they got, they opened before Christmas Day. And if anything came the day of Christmas, then they got them to open it. I tell them, see, y'all can wrap them back up if y'all want to, put it in the tree, but you ain't going to live in my house under suspense and get no heart attack and die. You wonder what's in a box under your tree. So you're going to open, and if someone bring you one on Christmas Day, well, you have that one to open, but you know what you got right now, because I'm not killing my children. And I told them it ain't such a thing as Santa Claus. So people need to stop telling their children that, because then it is pure craziness.
Yeah, well, I guess it's a choice of how you want to deal with your children. If you want to make them have that little fantasy and
But when they grow up, it's different. When they grow up, they say, you tell me for 25 years that there was such a thing as Santa Claus. Now there's no Santa Claus. And I had a Santa Claus came down in the chimney in the part of the world. Anybody can tell us that.
Well, of
Have
course
you ever
not.
had a Santa Claus came down the chimney? Huh?
Well, I remember one child telling me
With fire to keep the place warm.
he said that this boy told me that he says, I know there's no Santa Claus because how is Santa Claus going to go all over the world in one night?
Exactly.
So some of these kids, they go along with the game, but they know.
But some of them know and some don't know. And those that you keep keep cover up until they get a certain age, and they put this milk and cookies out, and when they come up next morning, the milk is still there, the cookie is still there. And Dad, Mom, Santa Claus didn't come last night. Oh yes, he did. Came see your gifts under the tree, but he didn't drink the milk. He didn't eat the cookie. Oh, he was in a hurry. Stop lying to your children. But anyhow, thank you.
All right, you take care.
Bye. Good. Bye-bye.
Let's take another call. Good afternoon. You're on the air. Hello?
Good afternoon, Mr. Charlo.
The poet laureate.
Ho, ho, ho.
You got the voice for it. You got the voice. Do it again. Let me hear your Santa Claus voice.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah.
Not too bad. It's a good time of year, and they speak about joy and peace and hope, and let there be peace throughout the world and all that. I think it's a good season, Mr. Charlo.
Oh, Christmas is a wonderful time.
Yeah, it's a great time, and
we're talking about it already. It's not even the end of November.
Yes, sir. It's a wonderful time of the year. I like to listen to my Christmas songs. Mr. Charlo, I think you all need to play more on Radio Cayman, sir. Please.
Oh, well, we will. We got, still got 18 days to go before the end of November.
Because I can't get 105. Is it 105.3, I think?
Yeah. You can't get it?
Not so far. No, sir.
Mm.
I've been made to understand that they're playing Christmas songs on that station, but I haven't got food in that station yet. But is it good time now to play some good Christmas songs on Radio Cayman?
Well, when I was on air, I used to wait until later on, closer to Christmas.
Oh, Okay.
When I was spinning records, we used to actually have records back then.
Right. Sir. It's a wonderful time of the year, Mr. Charlo. I just got to say it again. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, between now and Christmas time, why don't you come up with a poem for us?
I think
craft us a nice Christmas poem.
Yes.
And down in
sir.
December, closer to Christmas, you can read it for us.
And probably have it referred to what they're talking about on the radio, I guess.
Well, not necessarily. You just write us a Christmas poem.
Or two.
Or two.
Yes, sir.
If you're so inspired.
Yes, sir. I'll try to do that, sir.
All right. So you're gonna craft a Christmas poem for me, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Have a wonderful afternoon as well, Mr. Charlo.
Well, you have a good afternoon.
Yes, sir.
Keep up the Christmas spirit.
All right, no problem, sir. Okay.
All right, you take care. Well,
right,
I'm about to call it a day here because we got a few ads that we got to play before we're out of here. So thanks to everyone who called in. Thank you for joining in and listening. I'm Charles Glidden. Have a great afternoon.
Stay cyber secure with Cayman National. Here are a few tips that will benefit you. Ensure to log out completely when you finish any online banking activities. Be aware of phishing attempts and only click links from trusted sources that are sent from your device through emails and messages. Remember, Cayman National will never ask you for your credentials. If you suspect a fraud attempt or that your account has been compromised, please immediately contact our customer support team at 949-8300.
Talk Today is brought to you by Subway, open 24 hours in Countryside, Anderson Square in Georgetown, and Centennial Towers in West Bay. And by the Ministry of District Administration. Explore your history, explore your land, explore your sister islands. And Cayman Airways. Call them on 949-2311 to book your nonstop flights to Los Angeles and Panama. And Doctors Hospital. Peace of mind is important when life happens. Doctors Hospital, always there for you. Call 949-6066.